Okay, and a very good afternoon here on the 15th of November 2019. It's Rishi Patel, co-founder, Master the Markets, the Elite Traders Conference, and the Traders Open Day. Welcome to our market update for the week ending 15th of November. As you know, market update every week here at Master the Markets with the trades that we have taken for the week allows us to keep accountable to the fantastic community that's been built up here at Master the Markets with all the traders who are learning to trade these methodologies in a systematic, reproducible, and scalable way to be able to make consistent money on a regular basis. So that's the idea here. We're going to go through the trades that we've taken. Then I'm going to teach topic for the week. Topic for the week is going to be around the gold bars PO strategy, so definitely keep tuned for that. We're going to be talking about some updates we're making to that strategy, just give you a little bit of a perspective on what that's about and what we're going to be doing. And then we'll look to wrap up the market update this afternoon. So let's start by looking at the trades taken for the week. Only 2 trades this week on the live trading room and the elite room that we have taken here on the cash accounts. So you can see that the first of those 2 trades really was the dollar against the Swiss franc, which banked out actually on the I want it's on the 7th of November, which is actually last week. Let me give you the 2 trades for this week, which were the euro dollar and the Aussie dollar. That's right. So the euro dollar and the Aussie dollar, the 2 trades that we took here for this week on the gold bars PO strategy. So let me just go ahead and update my notes there as well. So the euro US dollar trade, again here you can see there's the first PSWB. Let me grab the writing. Okay, so you can see again here, first PSWB, and for those of you that are already a part of the live trading room, you'll understand that we are looking for that first PSWB in the gold bars PO strategy, and we took that short on the euro US dollar, and we took our profit on the low of the PSWB, so that actually banked out for a small upside of 0.19%, so not a huge amount of P&L, but still it's good to be involved in that profitable trade in any case, and you can see that did push a little lower afterwards as well. But in any case, that was that's what we call a clean move here at Master the Markets, where we can see that there was no interruption in between the confirmation bar and the PSWB -1 just there, so you can see that is a nice clean move, and those are the types of moves which are textbook really for us here at Master the Markets we'd like to be involved in. So that's a 0.19% upside. Okay, let's move on to the next trade for the week here, which is on the Aussie US dollar. And again, you can see that it was a gold bars PO trade. Again, take a look here. First PSWB actually formed on this green bar just here. So you can see that that was the first PSWB in this top to bottom phase that is currently ongoing. And you can see again, we took that short according to the gold bars PO strategy. And we actually banked the profit here on this second seller bar that formed after the PSWB. Now, you could argue that then the move went on, and actually in the next 2 days it went on to hit our target. We could have left that. But remember, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, one. And secondly, the trading plan is very precise when it comes to talking about how to exit these trade opportunities. And the exit for the trading plan was on the close of this bar just here. And of course, the likelihood of having these 5 consecutive lower closes happening in a row is, of course, quite slim. If you go back and look at any chart and you look for 5 consecutive higher or lower closes, you'll see it doesn't actually occur very often at all. We don't have the exact numbers behind that yet, but that's something we'll find out, I'm sure, in our research as we move forward. But at this time, according to the trading plan, we did exit on this second seller bar just here. And we did bank a profit on that of 1.09%, taking our weekly total to 1.27% of upside. This week there were no trades on the elite room, so nothing to look at just there. Let's have a look at a couple of general markets here on the dollar Swiss franc. Dollar Swiss franc was in a compression phase last week, and you can see that that broke out just barely actually last week. Early part of this week really it broke out of that compression phase, breaking the previous swing high. So currently in an uptrend now on this dollar Swiss franc. We're looking out for the first interruption in this phase, which could be the primary that's up and coming. We will see. This is the dollar Japanese yen. So this dollar Japanese yen, you can see currently we have just confirmed the high after a very, very long time. Take a look at the size of this phase. How many bars do we have in here? 32 bars. If we exclude the Sundays, of which there'll be probably around 4, that's 28 bars. It's almost a month actually that phase has extended, this bottom to top phase. So that was this an upward trending market at the moment, and again we're looking at the first interruption that's taking place potentially today. Let's keep a lookout on that. The pound against the US dollar, again, not really doing too much, is entering a period of accumulation here. You can see this very clear, and maybe we're waiting for some big news before we get a decisive direction on that. The euro dollar again is looking at the second primary, the first primary in fact in this phase, but not the first interruption. Be on the lookout for that. Bitcoin, I did mention this a couple of weeks back, and we were looking for it to fill this gap, which you can see it's done actually on the 12th, which was, I think it was Tuesday actually, that it filled that gap. Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, yes. So absolutely, you can see on Tuesday we finally did fill that gap. So 8,400 is where it's at the moment. Doesn't look like there are any more gaps in the immediate short term. We have this one down here as well, this further down, which is around about the 6,200 mark. It may look to fill that gap as well, so this could be something to be on the lookout for. FTSE 100 not really doing too much at all. Again, just really in a period of accumulation. You can see that clearly here. The Dow is making all-time highs at the moment. Let's take a look at that one very quickly. You can see, yeah, there you go, still moving higher and looking quite aggressive to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth consecutive higher close today. So that could reach a turning point. We've already seen 3 failed primaries on the Dow. So the next one would be the 4th again, so we can be on the lookout for that. Okay, so update on some of the major markets. Gold taking a little bit of a decline, $1,460 here at the moment, but that could be gearing up for a longer term move higher. That's the weekly, which has just confirmed its swing high, and we are in a weekly upward trend as well. It's just come back to that 38.2. Be on the lookout for some changes there. Let me talk to you about the upgrades for the Gold Bars PO strategy. So for those of you who are in the live trading room community already, or in the Vedanta Elite community already, you'll have a good strong understanding about the Gold Bars PO strategy, which is looking out for the first PSWB in a top to bottom or a bottom to top move, and we're looking for that PSWB to do something very, very specific according to the statistical edge that we have built in the market. We are going to be upgrading this strategy to get a much better reward risk ratio than what we have previously. So do be on the lookout for those updates. The testing is going quite well. So far we've completed the testing for the Aussie dollar and the pound dollar. Both currencies have performed relatively well to the Gold Bars PO strategy, where pound dollar actually has almost doubled the profit that it made in the Gold Bars PO strategy. So be on the lookout for that. As I say, we're looking for a much more aggressive way to get into the market, which will give us a much better reward risk ratio. So if I look at the 2 Gold Bars trades that we took this week, on the Euro US dollar we made a 0.19% upside. Had we have taken it on the Gold Bars live, actually our upside would have been almost 2 to 1, I believe. Let's take a quick look. It's going to be 18 against 9, so just around 2 to 1 would have been our profit on that. So instead of 0.19%, we'd have made 2% upside. So you can see that that's 10 times better profit than Gold Bars PO. So do be on the lookout for that. That's being upgraded as we speak. Same thing on the dollar, Aussie US dollar as well. If we had taken that again on the Gold Bars live, again a much better upside on this particular case. Let's take a quick look where we would have gotten to. We use the same exit. You can see visually actually just the reward risk is so much better. 14 pips against 50, almost a 4 to 1, almost a 4 to 1, so just under a 3 to 1 I think it is. Let's just check. 50 over the 15. Yeah, 3.33 to 1 would have been the upside there on that Aussie dollar. So that upgrade is taking place. So that's very exciting news. If you're going to be a part of the live trading community in the near future, or you already are, then as you know, if you're part of the On Pulse Trader, these strategy upgrades are delivered to you for free as part of that subscription. So if you're not a part of the On Pulse Trader, do let the team know, and we can get you a membership for that, right? So that would be the idea just there. We're looking at those upgrades that's taking place in the background. And we're constantly looking to refine the strategies. Next year, we'll see a huge uplift in the caliber and the profitability of the LTR strategies, which are already good by themselves, but we want to make them excellent. So we look forward to delivering those updates in the near future. That's pretty much it from me in terms of the market update for this week. I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Until the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, keep trading like a master. Bye for now.